locomotion and movement. So here the two terms are there, locomotion and one. Coming to that, locomotion and movement. Every organism is showing the locomotion as well as the movement. For what purpose? Because of first one is food purpose, second one is shelter purpose, third one is mating purpose, and fourth one is protecting from the predator. What is that? Protecting from the predator. Who is the predator? Who depends on prey. What is meant by prey? Prey is nothing but the food of predator. Example, the humans are the predator for plants, and microorganisms are predator to us. Yes. So likewise, for these four reasons, total every organism is showing the locomotion as well as movement. Mainly locomotion they will be shown. What is that meant by locomotion? What is meant by movement? Locomotion means what? The changing of the place. That is called as displacement. The displacement of the organism from one place to the another place is called as locomotion. So here the displacement is must and should. Already studied in physics, displacement is nothing but. And coming to that, movement is nothing but, here no displacement will be takes place. Only the organism's part will be moved. Example, moving of a gas and moving of a tongue and moving of a eyelids and eyelids, etc. Eyeball also. And coming to that, here these type of movements are called as which movements? Movements they are calling. Locomotion is nothing but what? Displacement from one place to the another place. If the organism is moves, then that is called as a displacement. So coming to that here, so the locomotion means here we can say that every movement is a locomotion. Every movement is a locomotion, but all the locomotions are the movements, but all the movements are not a locomotion. So what we can say is all the movements are locomotion, but all locomotions are not a movement. So without the movement, the locomotion doesn't take place. Without the movement, the locomotion will not be taken place. For example, from here to there, I want to move. I want to go. So here my legs and limbs will be, hands will be moved. So this movement is showing a displacement of my body. But coming to that, here all the locomotions are not a movement. So here movement will be taken place. It is not a locomotion. So that is the reason why we are saying that all the movements are locomotion, but all the locomotions are not a movement. So the organism, some of the organisms are showing some of the movements by the help of locomotory organs. What are the locomotory organs? First one is called as, the movements are called as amoeboid movement. Amoeboid movement. Second one is what? Ciliary movement. Third one is what? Flagellary movement. Flagellary movement. Last one is called as muscular movement. These are the movements are shown by the individual organisms. So coming to that, amoeboid movement is nothing but what? So the movement will be taken place with the help of pseudopodia. Pseudopodia. What is the meaning of pseudopodia? Pseudo means false. Podia means legs or foot. So by the formation of the false legs, the movement will be taken place in the organism. That movement is called as amoeboid movement. So the amoeboid movement are shown by the amoeba, and in the human body, WBC cells, that is called as leukocytes. These are showing the amoeboid movement. So the pseudopodia will be formed by the streaming of cytoplasm. What is that called? Streaming of cytoplasm. So whenever the cytoplasm is moved, for example, this is the cell. The cell is consists of full of cytoplasm. Streaming of a cytoplasm means the cytoplasm will be moved one direction. So whenever the cytoplasm will be moved, what will happen here? The bulge will be appear. What is that called? Bud or bulge or protrude. So because of that, here one pseudopodia will be formed. Again, if here the cytoplasm will be taken place, here one more pseudopodia will be formed. Here one more pseudopodia will be formed. Here one more pseudopodia will be formed. So here that is the reason why the streaming of the cytoplasm, the amoeba will be formed the pseudopodia. Due to that reason, the amoeba does not maintain a particular shape. Always the pseudopodia's position will be changed. So due to that reason, what will happen? The amoeba does not maintain a particular shape. The shape of the amoeba will be changed. Next, coming to that same WBC cells, leukocytes are also will be taken place like that only. Next, coming to that ciliary movement. Ciliary movement means the cilia will be present. Cilia means hair-like structure. The protozoan called as paramecium. Paramecium is foot-shaped structure. Whatever the foot-shaped structure paramecium is present, on the surface of the paramecium, what are present? Cilia are present. The cilia are mainly helpful for the locomotion as well as to get the prey. The cilia will be helpful. Clear? And coming to that, cilia will be present in our respiratory tract, that is called as bronchioles. Whenever we are taking a breath in, so along with the air, what will become? Dust particles as well as the microorganisms are also comes along with the air. So the dust particle and foreign particle has to be eliminated out from our body. At the time, what will happen? So whatever the cilia are present in the bronchioles, so the air will be moved this direction. Dust particles as well as microorganism will be moved opposite direction because of the cilia. Due to that reason, they are comes out from our respiratory tract. Okay. So here whatever the cilia are present, the cilia are mainly responsible for the cleaning of our respiratory tract. As well as in the fallopian tube. In the fallopian tube, it is the reproductive part of the female. So here, this is called as the uterus. So here what will happen? Which will be present? Fallopian tubes will be present. So this is a fimbrium, finger-like structure. This is ovary attached to the walls. Fimbrium, ovary, this one. So the ovary is secreting the ovum. So whenever the ovum is get by the fimbriae, what is this called? Fimbriae. Finger-like projection called fimbriae. It is the first part of the fallopian tube. So it will be transport to the ampulla region. So here the total fallopian tube consists of cilia. So whatever the cilia is present in the fallopian tube, the cilia is responsible for the movement of an egg towards the uterus. If the cilia are not present, the egg will not be transported to the uterus. So it is also a ciliary movement. Next, coming to the flagellary movement. Flagellas are responsible for the movement of organism, that is called as flagellary movement. So if you are seeing the flagellary movement, total 3 examples are there for the flagellary movement. First one is called as movement of the sperm. Movement of sperm. So the sperm will be moved. Why? Because the sperm has already, we know that head is present. Head is covered by the acrosome. What is this called? Acrosome. And this is called as head. In the head region, what will be present? Male nucleus is present. And coming to that, here middle body will be present. The middle body is consist of mitochondria for the production of the energy. And here the flagella is present. So whatever the mitochondria is produce the energy are utilized by the flagella whenever the sperm is enter into the female reproductive tract or female genitalia. So the flagella are responsible for the movement of sperm towards the egg. Movement of the sperm takes place towards the egg. And second one is called as sponges. The sponges is first phyla of animal kingdom. The sponges is also called as porifera. Is also called as porifera. These all are made up of cellular level. Only what are present here? Cellular level. Cellular level is nothing but tissues are absent, organs are absent, organ system is absent. What is present? Only cellular cells are present. More number of the cells are present. If the cells are present, then it has any excretory system? No. Digestive system? No. Nothing. Only cells are taken part for the total functioning of an organism. So coming to that, the sponges are, see here, otherwise. The sponges are located, habitat what? Fresh water or marine water. They are located in fresh water or marine water. So these are the sponges. See here the pores are present. What is this called? Pores. Pores is nothing but what? Holes. Okay. These pores are called as ostia. The pores are called as what? Ostia. So here the ostias are present. And where they are present? Sponges in the water. Yes. Either it may be a fresh water or saline water. Saline water means what? Marine water. So the total, it is located, situated in the water area. So here what will happen? The water which are present in the surrounding, those water is enter into the sponge's body. The mid portion, these total portion is called as spongicle. Spongicle. So the middle part total cavity is called as a spongicle. Whatever the water is comes into the sponges, they are enter into the spongicle. After that, the water will be eliminated to osculum. What is this called? Osculum. Here what is present? What the movement will be taken? Which one movement will be taken place? Water movement will be taken place. Yes. So this is called as water canal system. This is called as water canal system. Canal means what? Floating. Water will be continuously floating. Why water is floating here? While the water is coming inside of the sponges, along with the water, the food particles is also enters into the sponges. So the food is utilized by the sponges. After utilization of the food, what will be produced? After utilization of the food, what will be produced? Metabolic waste. So the metabolic waste is comes out along with the water. Along with that, the gametes is also comes along with the water to the outside surroundings. So here the water floating will be taken place because of a specialized structure which are present inside of the sponges. Those are called as choanocytes. What are called? Choanocytes. Choanocytes are present here. These are consist of flagella. These are consist of flagella. Whatever the flagellas are present, those flagellas are responsible for the movement of the water. The flagellas which are present in the choanocytes, those are responsible for movement of the water. So if the flagellas are not present in the choanocytes, the water movement will not be taken place in the sponges. If water movement doesn't take place, the sponges never get the food and waste material cannot be excreted. Clear? So it is the one of second example of flagellar movement. And the third one, already we know that euglena. Euglena is also has flagella. The flagella is helpful for the locomotion. These are the total examples of flagellary movement. Coming to the muscular movement. So here the muscles are responsible for the locomotion. The muscles are responsible for locomotion. What are the types of muscles are there? First types of the muscles. Or else before going to the types of the muscles, we are going for the introduction about the muscle. So coming to that muscle, origin of the muscle is endoderm, the germ layer, third germ layer, outer germ layer is called as ectoderm, middle one is called as mesoderm, inner one is called as endoderm. So it is originated from the endoderm. It is the one of the germ layer. And coming to that, the human body, the muscles will be occupy 40 to 50%. Body consists of the muscles. 40 to 50% of muscles are occupied the body weight. In the body weight, how many muscles will be present? How much percentage of the muscles will be present? 40 to 50% of the muscles will be present. Clear? So next, muscles are types of the muscles. Structure later we will discuss. Types of muscles. Muscles are mainly three types. First one is called as striated muscle. Is also called as voluntary muscles. Is also called as skeletal muscles. Second one is called as unstriated or non-striated muscle or involuntary muscles. Is also called as smooth muscles. Third one is called as cardiac muscle. Total three types of the muscles are present. So first one striated muscle, unstriated muscle and cardiac muscle. Now striated muscle. Striated muscles is nothing but what? The striations are present. What is meant by the striations? If you are taking a muscle like this, so here what will happen? The striations will be light band and dark band will be present like this. This is dark band and middle light band. So these all are called as striations. The striations are made because of the presence of two proteins. The two proteins are responsible for the formation of striations. So first one is called as actin, second one is called as myosin. Along with the actin, remaining two proteins will be present, that is called as troponin and tropomyosin. Troponin and tropomyosin. These are the three proteins are present, and remaining second one is called as myosin. Because of these two muscles, the contraction is taken place in the muscle. The contraction and relaxation will be takes place in the muscle. So why they are called as voluntary muscles? Because they are under control of the brain. They are under control of the brain. Due to that reason, it is called as a voluntary muscles. And second one is skeletal muscle. Why? Because these are attached to the bones. These are attached to the bones. Due to that reason, they are called as skeletal muscles. Second one is what? Unstriated muscle. Unstriated muscles means what? The striations will not be present. So if the striations are not present, what will happen here? The proteins are absent. If the proteins are absent, the muscles cannot go for the contraction and relaxation. Contractile property will not be followed. So these type of muscles are called as unstriated muscles. It is also called smooth muscles. And it is called as involuntary. Why? Because they are not under controlled by the brain. They are not under control by the brain. Due to that reason, they are called as involuntary muscles. So next coming under to that, proteins are not there, so that contraction will not be where they are located. Digestive system and respiratory system, like that, total these will be present. Why? Because the digestive system cannot be regulated by the brain. They are not controlled by the brain, but they are regulated by the autonomous nervous system. So next coming to that, cardiac muscle. Cardiac muscles are branched muscles. Cardiac muscles are branched muscles. They are having striated and unstriated, both will be present. So what is the specialty of the cardiac muscle? They never go for fatigue. Fatigue is also called as what? Cramp, muscle cramp. Why the muscle cramp taken place? Because of the accumulation of lactic acid.